Hello, excuse me. Hello everybody, I'm Mystic and welcome to UBOAT, a very detailed submarine simulator from what I understand. I actually really like submarines, so I wanted to give this game a try. So let's see, let's just go ahead and hop right into a new game. Let's go ahead and just start from the very beginning. Let's see. I like a more balanced way to try that out. Let's keep that at a minimum. Let's see. Alright, let's just go with it. So now we get to make our characters. Alright.
It's go time, boys. Let's
run to your stations. The hunt is on.
This is what we've trained for. We'll get through this together.
Stay calm and focused, everyone. We'll get through this.
remember your training, everyone. Stay calm and focused.
Interesting. I think that would be pretty good. An eye patch. You can have eye patches. And a pipe. Nah, I think I'm good. Let's go ahead and stick with that. Let's just stick with Mystic. And head right on in. Whoa! Alrighty then. Loading, loading, loading. How's everybody doing today? Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. I hope everybody's having a good day, a happy day, and feeling good about themselves. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Long loading screen. Ha. Wow, quite a few little problems. I see.
Good luck on your next mission, Captain. Stay safe out there.
Nice little submarine. Captain, before you go on your first patrol, I recommend you undergo training that will prepare you and your crew for the fight. Click on the highlighted officer in the port to start a conversation with him.
I serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiral. How may I assist you today, Captain?
The officer you talk to is an intermediary between you and the correct Marine headquarters. You can choose an assignment for yourself or assign your officer to different tasks at headquarters. To start, select highlighted options to open a list of training missions.
These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
On this screen, you can choose a training mission to explore the nuances of the game. If you are playing for the first time, it is recommended that you complete the missions in order from first to last. Let's start with the first introductory mission right now. It's already highlighted on the left, so all you need to do is click the button below. Alright. Before starting a patrol as captain, you must ensure that your boat is properly prepared to go to sea. You must provide adequate provisions, fuel supplies, and equip the boat to fight. You can provide all of these things by talking to a warehouse clerk. Click on him to start the conversation.
Need officer.
Now select the first dialogue option to open the warehouse menu.
Take a look.
In the port warehouse, you can buy and sell goods to get your boat ready to put to sea. On the left side, there is a window with goods available in the port. Note the series of tabs next to them that allow you to choose category. Your current budget is displayed on the upper bar of this window. On the right side is the window of your boat storage. To buy or sell products, right click on it or drag it from one of the windows to another. You must also ensure that we have enough fuel to complete the mission and return to port. Click the tab. Yep, we have more than enough fuel. Finally, we must also ensure that the U-boat is armed well enough to attack enemy vessels. Click the highlighted tab to browse torpedoes that are currently available at this port. Buy at least one torpedo. Alright. After ordering new goods at the warehouse, loading them on your boat begins. It's not an instant process and takes some time. Click this button to skip the wait. Good work with completing the last training mission. Captain, I recommend you hone your skill further and start the next training mission. Click on the highlighted officer.
As the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I assist you today, Captain? These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
On the screen, you can choose blah blah blah. Alright, let's do it. During this mission, you will train how to navigate and dive with your boat. First, we must leave port. To do that, click the highlighted button and select the third engine gear forward.
Half ahead.
Very good. Now open the map by clicking the highlighted button. The in-game map allows you to plan the voyage ahead. As you can see, your crew automatically set a route to leave port after you are undocked. To test the diving capabilities of the boat, we need to travel to a more remote location with deeper water. I marked a good spot on your map. Set a course to this location simply by clicking on it with the right mouse button.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Having set a course for our boat, we must now wait until the boat arrives at the destination. This may take a few hours in real time, though. Click the highlighted button to speed up the game.
Torpedo in tube 1 maintain. Torpedo in tube 3 maintain.
See if we can't speed this up a little bit.
We're in shallow waters, Captain.
Shallow waters. There we go. I'm glad they have it in English, but I do miss hearing the classic Deutsch. My Deutsch is a little rusty, but yeah, I wouldn't understand them too well anyway. But I still like hearing it with the subtitles. Wonder if there's a way to set that up. Can I set that up? Audio. Gameplay. Ah, you can. Audio language. English. It only has English. Lovely. Oh, we're here. First, we will dive to periscope depth, which is just below the surface of the water. Click the highlighted button to open the depth meter, and then click the small button on the right with a periscope. Boom.
Periscope depth.
Torpedo in tube 3 maintain. to electric motors.
Well done, Kipper. Your boat is now at periscope depth. Remaining at periscope depth means staying depth below the water surface, allowing the crew to extend periscopes above the water to scan the surroundings. There are 2 periscopes installed on this submarine. The observation periscope is conveniently located in the control room. It's good for scanning quickly the surroundings and is usually used for regular crew. The attack periscope, on the other hand, is designed to perform precise torpedo attack. It's much better at the attack than the observation periscope, but it must be manned by an officer. Your submarine is extremely hard to spot when it stays at periscope depth, although it's still possible to spot it at close range. It's also vulnerable here to detection methods that use the sound wave for detection. Hydrophones and sonar. Let's dive deeper. Click the highlighted button again. The depth meter, select maximum safe depth.
Maximum safe depth.
Current depth, 5 meters.
Alright, let's start sinking. Man, we could drop fast if we want to.
Meters.
Going pretty deep. Ah, fish. Down into the dark abyss.
75 meters. Current depth, 90 meters.
And yet deeper we go. We are now more than 100 meters below the surface. Pressure outside is at 11 atmospheres or more. This submarine was built to handle such pressure indefinitely, but going deeper than this comes with a risk. As a rule of thumb, the deeper you dive, the easier it is to hide from enemies. Your boat also becomes harder to hit with anti-submarine weapons. Staying underwater comes with some problems though. When you remain underwater, there is no way to ventilate the ship, and air quality will become worse with the passing time. You can always check the current air quality by looking at this indicator. It's very important. If it ever becomes empty, your crew will start to suffocate. That's not good. You can refresh air to some degree by using the onboard ventilation system, but it has the drawback of being quite noisy. Enemies may detect your boat more easily when it's turned on. Let's use it right now. Click on it using the left mouse button.
Turn on the ventilation.
Well done. After you have given the order to one of the sailors, will come here soon and activate the ventilation shaft.
Meters.
Noted that the air quality in the ship starts to get better. The ventilation system won't improve it indefinitely, though, as it can only recirculate existing air. Another thing to watch when you stay underwater for a long time are the bilges of your boat. Your submarine will slowly accumulate water through the holes in the ship's hull, like the propeller shaft, periscopes, valves, and the torpedo tube. When the balances accumulate, your boat will be less maneuverable and responsive. Eventually, the balances may sink your boat, but we will learn about that in more detail during the next training assignment.
110 meters.
To get rid of the accumulated water, enable the pump in the control room. Please do that right now before we proceed.
Turn on the pump.
$115
Well done. The pump slowly pumped out the water from all your compartments. Please note that the performance of the pump is correlated with the pressure of the water outside the boat. If we are deeper than 100 meters, it basically doesn't do anything useful. We must move to a shallower depth to get rid of the water. Then go back to the surface. Please kick the depth meter and then select the surface preset button.
All the tanks.
120 meters.
Check out some of the boat.
Current depth, 115 meters.
Low air reserves. That's not good. Watch everybody going around doing their thing.
When I was a teenager, I went on a school trip to Berlin, visited all the historical sites, Brandenburg Gate, Reichstag. It was a fascinating experience and made me proud of my journey.
75 meters.
They're casually talking to each other. I think that's cool. What happened to the table and stuff? They can deconstruct that and put it off somewhere?
55 meters.
That's actually pretty cool. Oh, I'm rising pretty damn fast.
35 meters.
I'm actually rising pretty damn fast. Man, when it let go, it lets go.
15 meters.
I'm already up to the top.
Switch to diesel engines.
Good to be back to the surface boat. To surface the boat, your crew had to blow the water out of the balancing tanks using the compressed air reserve. You can check how much compressed air you have by looking at this notification. Alright. Compressed air is stored in the special tanks under the hull. You can replenish it using an electric air compressor installed on your boat. On a Type 2 submarine, it is located on the stern in the engine room. Please enable it now.
Turn on the electric compressor.
I love how I'm sitting right there. I could easily just get up and do it, but I'm going to have somebody else do it. Well done, Skipper. To surface your boat after diving, you need a minimum of 25% of the compressed air reserve. The amount consumed is not constant, though. The deeper you are and the larger the balance you have in the compartment to compensate, the more air may be consumed in the process. Well done, Skipper. You learned a lot today. Let's get back to port. Open the map and right-click on the port icon to plot a course to it.
Change course.
Two days later. Takes a while to get away out in the middle of the ocean and then back. Port of Wilhelmshaven. Monday, September 4th, 1939. We back. Good work with completing the last training mission, Captain. I recommend you hone your skill further and start the next training mission. Click on the highlighted officer in the port to start to compensate. There is no highlighted officer in the port. Too early in the morning. They ain't here yet. Unless he's way over there. He is way over there.
I serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I? These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
Okay, training to torpedo attack. Ooh, now we get to blow stuff up. Hello, Skipper. During this training assignment, we will make an attempt to attack enemy shipping. I will also teach you the basics of crew management. Please open the map before we continue. Another U-boat reported spotting a few freighters at square AN-49 a few hours ago. The other U-boat was coming back from a mine-laying assignment and wasn't armed to attack the ships at the time. I marked the spot where we expect the freighters to be in the near future. Please right-click on the marked point to set a course there.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Everything is ready. Now we must undock from the port. To do that, click the highlighted button and select the third engine.
Half ahead.
Alright. Let it be on our way. Let's go ahead and increase the time. Keep on moving out of the shallow waters.
We're in shallow waters, Captain.
I hear you. Let's get out of the shallow waters. Alright, here we go. Now we can move much faster. If I'm not mistaken, it looks really funny. Yep, there we go, we're flying. Woo! We gon' get 'em. We gon' get 'em. Come on, pick up the beat. We need to get over there, pick up the beat. I imagine a lot of the game is this right here. Waiting, lining everything up, and then blasting them away. That's normally how it is. We've already been at sea over a day and a half. Alright, we're getting in close now. Don't want to screw anything up by just bum rushing the ship. And boom. Alright. You arrived at the patrol area. We should start searching for the cargo ship. Let's take a look inside the boat for a moment. As you see, your crew is already active and working at various stations throughout the boat. They know their task very well and don't need direction to perform them, most of the time. During long assignments and battles, unusual things tend to happen. Excuse me. And your role as the captain of this boat is to adapt as necessary to survive. For this reason, I have asked your officers to leave their station so they can train micromanagement during this assignment. We must locate the cargo ship we are looking for. The best way to accomplish this is to use the onboard hydrophone. It's capable of detecting ships from 10 kilometers much farther than is possible by sight, even in the best weather. The GHG hydrophone installed on your ship doesn't work on the surface though. We must submerge the periscope depth before we can proceed. Alright.
Periscope.
Close everything up, make sure it's all closed, and then we start the dive.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observation.
The hydrophone can be managed by any trained officer, but radio men excel at the task. Select Officer Harovandrasky, your radio man, before we proceed. Harovandrasky. Now click on the listening room to assign him there.
And the listening room.
Good, now let's give the officer some time to listen for contact. You can use the time compression if you like. Pericolo. Okay, he's operating the hydrophone. Ah. Excellent. Heron Vondrasky hears the ship propellers nearby through the hydrophone. Captain, plot an interception course towards the contact. To do so, press the control key and click right button on the blue arc on the map.
Change course.
Well done. We're now on a course to intercept our target. We must now wait until we get closer and the crew spots it through a periscope. To hasten our approach, consider utilizing the time compression feature. Alright, what time compression? Right there.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Keep it moving. Smoke over the horizon detected. Interesting.
Coaster, 300 degrees.
The sailor used the periscope, have spotted the freighter. We can attack it now. The most effective weapon at your disposal are G7 torpedoes that carry a 280 kilogram. Well, yeah. Warhead. Aside from their sheer power, they may rip a ship apart. They usually do not reveal your position to the enemy. They are your primary weapon. To use them, first we need to compute a course for the torpedo. Please select Officer Joachim Reker before we continue. Alright, Reker. Now, send them over to the attack periscope in the conning tower.
Man the attack periscope.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Having selected the officer, click the enemy cargo ship using the right mouse to calculate torpedo.
Calculate torpedo course.
Very good, Officer Joachim Reger. Now calculate the course for the torpedo. We should give him some time to do that. I will give you further directions once he's done.
Captain, we're at periscope depth, ready for surface observations.
Let's get a visual on that. Interesting. Alright. How do I get back to our ship? Debut. Ah, I see. Give him some time to calculate that stuff. Doing a little dance up there. Officer Jacob Reger managed to prepare a decent torpedo course solution. It's time to launch the torpedoes at the target. Good. Now click the highlighted button to open torpedo tube's interface. Click on the at least 3 tubes to flood the tubes with seawater.
Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2. Flood tube 3.
Our silent approach has been successful. They don't seem to have detected us yet.
Before you launch the salvo, you should always wait until this light comes on. It signals that torpedoes have correct gyro angles set and are ready to fire. Alright, gotta wait for that light to come on. Oh, this is a waiting game. Well, being a submarine operator is a lot like being a hunter. Patience, finding your target, taking aim, and then firing.
Everyone has done great work so far.
Wait for it until the torpedoes reach their target. Okay, they're heading on their way. Visibility is low. There's your view. Let's see what it looks like from the vessel point of view.
The torpedo has covered half the distance.
Now we just wait until it hits. If it hits. Which you did everything right, so it should hit. Come on. Come on.
40 seconds to impact.
40 seconds to impact.
Seconds.
30 seconds.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. They don't even see it coming.
10 seconds to impact.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
It's a miss.
2, 1.
It's a miss.
That one wasn't a miss. Well done, Captain. The freighter finished. Woo! The original report mentioned 2 freighters heading to this area. The second one may also be around. Let's return to the surface and look around. Click the highlighted button.
Current depth, 5 meters.
Ooh, that's done. Boom! Almost got me. Let's make our way back to the surface. Good to be back. Now select Jokum Rega again before we proceed.
I'm ready for your orders.
Very good. Now send him to observe the surrounding from the conning tower by clicking on the small eye icon using the left button. This one? Boom.
Join the watch crew.
What are your orders, Captain?
Captain?
And the listening room.
Let's send some of that information while I'm waiting.
Join the watch crew.
Report sent.
Officer Jacob Ryan hasn't found anything yet. It's still possible that the freighter is nearby, but beyond our current sight range. Let's assign him some help. Your crew composed of officers like the officer Jacob Reiger, but also regular sailors. Officers take direct order from you, and you have a direct control over them. You can find the portraits of them in the bottom right part of the screen. Regular sailors, on the other hand, usually follow automated schedule that they are too numerous to take order from the captain one by one. They can also aid officers in their work. That's exactly what we need right now. Each officer has a few bars near his portrait. They represent sailors' assignment to the officer. Click on the uppermost bar near the officer Jacob to assign him as many sailors as he can manage.
I could use some help over here. Coaster, 290 degrees.
Excellent. Officer Jacob Reiger had found the second cargo ship nearby. It flies a Swedish flag, but judging by its course, it's possible that it's headed to an enemy port under our blockade. It may also be an enemy ship flying a false flag. We should check that. Click on the marked point using the right button.
Set a course to these coordinates.
The torpedoes that missed are still going. I wonder how long they go before they just flesh out. Excuse me. Get much closer to the ship.
Report sent.
Okay, we're gonna end up right on top of this thing. We're close enough to send the boarding party to inspect that ship. Please click the button to do that. Very well. Select the first option to send the team. Freighter. The freighter is unarmed, seems to not be escorted, and flies the neutral flag. The prize rules allow us to sink such ship only if we are certain that they're heading toward the enemy port. If we lack such certainty, ideally we should investigate what it's carrying and verify its destination by performing an inspection. If we would, however, have reason to feel certain that the ship is heading to an enemy port, we may communicate right away that we intend to sink it and proceed with the attack. Send delegation to the freighter. Send delegation. Very good. On this screen, you can select which officer to send to carry out the inspection. Some officers may have useful skills to consider when you send them to such a mission. In this case, it's going to be a routine inspection and any officer will do. Please click on one of the slots below and pick any officer into it. Alright. Very good. Your men will need explosives in case you decide to scuttle the ship. Click on the highlighted slot. Click on the explosives. We are ready to go. Click the button to send your officer. Delegation sent. Please wait while the delegation travels to the destination. You can leave the screen at any time until the wait is over. After climbing the deck, your crew faces a cold welcome from the cargo ship crew. What do you want? Ask the captain in German without exchanging any pleasantries. This is a neutral ship and you shouldn't be here. Ask the captain for the shipping document. You request the captain document that detail the cargo on the ship and its destination. A flicker of unease crosses his face as he produces the papers with a slight hesitation. As you are carefully review their contents, his hands clench and unclench, a bead of sweat forming on his brow. According to the document, the ship is heading to the port of Liverpool and is carrying raw resources. It seems that this ship is trading with blockade allied ports, and it's a fair price for you to sink. What should we do next? We confirm the freighter is involved in military activity. We can sink it without risking an international incident. Let's order the evacuation. You tell the captain that your orders obligate you to sink the freighter and that they must evacuate immediately. Captain isn't happy about the outcome, but clearly accepts that there is nothing he can do to avoid this from happening. He doesn't respond to you, but instead thought to shout out to a crew and organize the evacuation of the freighter. Alright, let's go to the engine room. You're in the engine room. Let's plant some explosives.
They're sinking.
Well done, Skipper. You come back to port at any time now. Good. Let's send out the report.
Report sent.
Awesome. Let's return to port 2 days later. That's a new feature of this. When I played the unreleased version of this, they didn't have that. I like it. It reminds me of Hans Rosa, the gentleman soldier. Porto Wilhelmshaven. Oh, nice little music. I guess I get the salute because I made it back and I sunk a couple of ships. Good work with the completion of the last training mission, Captain. I recommend you hone your skill further next training mission. Click on the highlighted officer in the port to start a conversation with him. Actually, I think I'm going to end this one here. Thank you everybody for watching. Can't wait to see all of you in the next video. Hit subscribe and like if you want to do so. I highly appreciate it. Bye-bye now.